This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for March 26, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, massive buildup of traffic along Higmain Road following two-truck collision. The Falmouth police are working assiduously to ease the traffic congestion on the Higmain Road after two trucks collided Sunday afternoon. Firefighters are also busy working to free one of the truck drivers who is pinned down in his vehicle. It is not clear if anyone was physically hurt in the other truck. Preliminary reports are that about 2 p.m., a truck was turning off the North Coast Highway into Higg when it collided with a truck which was heading in the opposite direction. Man's body found on road in Clarendon. The body of a 63-year-old man who police said residents claimed to be an alcoholic was found along an off-road on Roswell Road in Clarendon on Saturday morning. He has been identified as Sidney Williams, a mechanic from Roswell District in Sandy Bay in the parish. Information reaching the news is that about 6 a.m., the police responded to a report of a body seen lying on the road in the community. Upon their arrival, they saw the body of an adult male, later identified as Williams, lying on its back clad in a yellow shirt, red and white patterned shorts, and black and white sneakers. The police reportedly observed bruise marks on the left knee, left elbow, and abdomen. The scene was processed and the body removed. Police believe Williams died between 4 and 6 Saturday morning. According to lawmen, residents reported that Williams was heavily intoxicated and was last seen lying on the roadway at around 4 a.m. Hanover elderly man killed by bus overtaking line of traffic. A 59-year-old motorcyclist was killed in a motor vehicle collision along the Industry Cove Main Road in Hanover on Saturday. He was reportedly killed by a bus that overtook a line of traffic. The deceased man has been identified as George Kellier, a laborer of Prospect District, Green Island in Hanover. Police reports are that at around 4:10 p.m., Keller was riding his motorcycle along the Industry Cove Main Road, heading from Green Island towards Lucy when the collision took place. Allegations are that upon reaching a section of the road, a Toyota Voxy motorcar traveling in the opposite direction overtook a line of traffic before heading into the path of Keller. Police investigations are ongoing. Woman killed at wedding in Negril identified. The woman shot and killed at the wedding in Negril, Westmoreland on Saturday has been identified as 28-year-old Rohena Sr., data entry clerk of Kingsville in Hanover. 2 photographers were also injured after gunmen opened fire at the wedding's bridal party at the Shields Hotel in Negril. Reports are that about 6:15 p.m., Sr. was among the bridal party taking photographs when armed men traveling on a motorcycle gained access to a neighboring beach property and opened fire on the wedding party through the picket fence of the resort, hitting Senior and the 2 photographers. The police were summoned and upon arrival, the wounded persons were rushed to a medical facility in the area where the 2 photographers were treated and the Senior was pronounced dead. Jamaicans among Caribbean nationals apprehended in U.S. immigration sweep. The United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency says officers from its enforcement and removal operations at Philadelphia apprehended several Caribbean nationals among 21 non-citizens identified as having been convicted of felony rape, sexual abuse, sexual exploitation, unlawful possession or use of a firearm, drug distribution or trafficking, or driving under the influence. On Friday, ICE said the nationals were released from incarceration on parole or placed on probation into communities under supervision during a nationwide enforcement effort between March 4 and March 13. Working behind the scenes and out of the spotlight, ERO officers continually work to identify and arrest the non-citizens who violate American laws, said ERO Philadelphia Field Office Director Camilla Walmsley. Congratulations to all of the officers who took part in this operation, and thank you for your vigilance, dedication, and hard work. ICE said those arrested include a 28-year-old citizen of Haiti residing in Strasburg, Pennsylvania, who was convicted in April 2022 of misdemeanor indecent assault on a person less than 16 years of age. In addition, ICE said a 24-year-old citizen of Jamaica residing in Chester, Pennsylvania was apprehended. He was convicted in March 2022 of felony criminal possession of a firearm. ICE said ERO Newark, New Jersey also arrested a 40-year-old citizen of Trinidad and Tobago residing in Teaneck, New Jersey. He was convicted by the U.S. District Court in the Southern District of New York of felony conspiracy to distribute controlled substances and the felony narcotics sell, distribute, dispense in November 2022. Community safety remains our ultimate priority as the arrest of these dangerous criminals demonstrate, said ERO Newark Field Officer Director John Tucarest. Our officers showed their usual courage and professionalism as they carried out these arrests of these individuals who were targeted based on the seriousness of their criminal offenses. In New York City, ICE said 2 Jamaican nationals were arrested among 27 criminal non-citizens during the nationwide operation. ICE said the offenses include felony rape, sex abuse, and a criminal in possession of a firearm. Among the arrestees was a 26-year-old citizen of Jamaica residing in Queens, New York, who was convicted in November 2022 by the Kings County Supreme Court in Brooklyn, New York, of felony sex abuse in the first degree. ICE said the victim was under 13. Another Jamaican, a 27-year-old national living in Brooklyn, was also arrested, ICE said. The immigration agency said he was convicted by the Supreme Court of the State of New York, Kings County, of felony criminal possession of a firearm in July 2022. ERO New York City deportation officers are committed to enforcing our nation's immigration laws against violent criminals, sex offenders, and other non-citizens who pose a threat to public safety, said ERO New York City Field Office Director Kenneth Genalo. The professionalism and the dedication of our officers on this operation should be commended. Their tireless dedication to community safety protects New York residents from those who seek to do harm. In the fiscal year 2022, ICE said ERO arrested 46,396 non-citizens with criminal histories. ICE said this group had 198,498 associated charges and convictions, including 21,531 assault offenses, 8,164 sex and sexual assault offenses, 5,554 weapon offenses, 1,501 homicide-related offenses, and 1,114 kidnapping offenses. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.